All right, on this episode of Bouts Talking Bouts, the Juice is Loose tour is going on. CWE putting on a lot of great shows. It kicked off on the 6th of November and going until the 6th of December. It's across multiple provinces. Canadian Wrestling's Elite featuring Juventud Guerrera, and I've got Juventud on the show. How's your day going so far there, man?
So far so good. I'm very happy to be here doing this long tour, and today is going to be the third in a row, and I'm inviting everyone to get juicy with me and to enjoy like a really fun show, familiar show, and yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, a lot of the juice is getting loose for sure, but there's a lot of interesting dates on this tour for sure, man. I'm wondering, is there any different towns you're getting to perform in that you've never got the chance to prior to this tour?
Well, pretty much kind of like every small town is new for me because pretty much I've been working in, the big town like Toronto, Calgary, and cities like that. But it's pretty interesting to be like hanging out with fans that they don't have the chance to meet me, in this small town. So it's pretty cool that WCWE is putting together this tour, and my friends like Coach was telling me about this tour, well, I was it was interesting for me to do it. I've been talking with Danny, the promoter, and so we got a good agreement, and I'm happy to be here and to perform for everyone.
Yeah, it's a great tour, and people can check out the different dates over at cwecanada.net as well as cwetickets.com to secure those tickets. But something I was noticing on your social media a little while ago, you were at an ECW Reunion show, and obviously you played a big role in Lucha Libre getting seen by, a lot of, different people, a lot of new eyeballs on that. How crazy is it that ECW still has, such a legacy around it? What's it like for you to be able to do ECW Reunion shows like that?
It's always good to be back hanging around with the old school guys like Sadman, Sabu, and all those guys. And it's ECW was one of the best times in my life. So I really enjoy it when it's a ECW reunion. And besides that, just working all over the places. And down in Mexico, I'm working on my own company now, which is called La Super X. GPCW, it's called Grand Prix Championship Wrestling. So yeah, I'm excited to be like a little bit on the business side too down in Mexico.
Yeah, has this been something you've wanted to try out for a while, like have your own promotion and kind of see everything over top of it?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess part of the wrestling business, and once you've been for so long in the business, you want to try to do by your own in a company. So that's what I'm trying to do next year. I'm looking forward to get a TV deal and goes from there. So I invite everyone to follow my social media on Twitter. Is La Super X, which is LASUTERX #1, La Super X 1, and or La Nueva Lucha Libre on Instagram and Facebook. You can follow me on that. Or even on my Instagram, it's Juventud Guerrera, just like that on Instagram. You can follow me on that and check it out, what I'm doing, and actually the shows and the pictures and everything that I'm going to be putting for this tour. It's going to be really juicy and really excited.
Yeah, some great stuff, man, for sure. But, a lot of great guys you've worked over the years. But one of those, guys is Chris Jericho. And I've been seeing some people on your social media saying that the Juice needs to be back on TNT. What are your thoughts on what All Elite Wrestling has been doing lately?
Actually, I just saw the first. I've been first show. I completed the whole show, and I think it's pretty good. The camera angle they're doing and everything is kind of fresh and new, and it's exciting for me because it's still TNT, the company that was working like back in the 90s. So for me, yeah, it's an extra push to an excitement to see it and to be able to have another chance. So we'll see what happens. The longest I'm healthy and I'm juicy, I think the door is open.
Yeah, absolutely. And the show definitely has some similarities to Nitro, but definitely like also a modern feel as well. Do you kind of share that sentiment, like what you've seen from AEW?
Yeah, exactly. It looks really modern, and like I say, the yeah, I think that they have a very nice group of production people is working along together. It's exciting to see that, so I'm very happy for wrestling, and you know, because we have another option finally now.
Absolutely, man. And also, I noticed with your time in AAA, you got to work pretty close with Killer Cross, and I was seeing he was speaking very favorably about you, just like how you were like a godsend in the sense of giving him different tools and certain perspectives on things. How cool is it to be in a position where you're still actively performing, but also there's, a generation of new talent that are getting like inspired by you, and you can like, pay it forward and kind of like impart those different lessons on them.
It's really cool. It's really cool to hang out with a lot of new guys, and a lot of new guys too. They knew me from before. Like I'm gonna be. I didn't know I'm working a guy that is 18 years old, and but he's pretty talented. And today is I'm facing him is El Dorado, something like that. The guy, and like you say, like him and like Killer Cross, that they can get advice from me. It's kind of unique, to be able to do that and help the new generation.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And you definitely have a history of some pretty, daring maneuvers. A lot of the ECW stuff too, just like, Hurricane Ranas off cars and spots with like, balconies involved and whatnot. Was there ever a spot that you had planned, but you got to the moment in the match and it ended up being something that just didn't work out? Like, was there a spot that was like something that sounded good in concept, but then you actually got to it and it's like, this is not going to work? Anything like that?
Oh, well, in a way, yeah. We always wanted to improve and to do something crazy, right? But we were able to figure out what we could do and what we would not. But sometimes we took the chance. We were like pretty crazy back then, and still now. But and myself, I think, and pretty much most of the people back then, we're more mature, and it's like a learning process. But you just want to go out there and make a statement.
Yeah, for sure, man. And you've been part of some cool stables throughout the course of your career, like, Mexicools and Filthy Animals in WCW. Was it cool for you to be part of, different factions like that, or did you more so kind of prefer being a singles wrestler?
I like a little bit of everything. I think to have established it's kind of cool because it's yeah, it's kind of cool. Like NWE was maybe one of the biggest that ever happened, and that kind of like make a statement. It kind of like a good way to make a statement in a company. But everything changed now, But it's kind of like it's like a little bit like a formula. And it's good to have like different kind of groups in a new generation. Like right now, the group that Chris Jericho is doing, and everything changed. But at the same time, it's exciting to have a group. But I like to be singles too. It's like it doesn't really matter as long as I'm like happy doing what I'm doing. It's okay. It's all good.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely a great attitude to have, man. And got to shout out AJ Sanchez for helping out to set up this interview and everything. But I imagine you got a busy schedule with everything that's going on with the tour, and I do appreciate the time and all. I'm curious if there's anything you'd like to kind of add as a parting thought as we're wrapping up, though.
Well, just invite again to all the fans to come tonight to the show and to every city that we're gonna be. Getting juicy. The shows are really fun. They're really cool. Everybody works hard, and I'm sure you're gonna have a great time. So come by and get juicy with me.
The Juice is Loose tour. It kicked off on the 6th of November, goes to the 6th of December. Plenty of opportunities across multiple provinces, and people can go to cwecanada.net as well as cwetickets.com. And great getting to talk to the star attraction, Juventud Guerrera. Really appreciate all the time and insights, man, and hopefully you enjoy the rest of the day, and best of luck with the tour as well.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for the interview, and I'll see you guys soon.